Jyhan hat sich gestern Abend durch die Qualifikation gespielt, genauso wie sein heutiger Gegner. Der jüngste Weltmeister überhaupt in der Sportart Darts. Am 15. Januar 2006 schlug er damals im BDO-WM-Finale Raymond von Barneveld. 21 Jahre, 90 Tage jung. Längst ist er bei der PDC, zurzeit die 35 der Professional Darts Corporation. Herzlich willkommen hier in Berlin, The Cobra, Jelle Klaasen.
Penultimate game of the afternoon here at the German Darts Masters, and it's Jelle Klaasen, a former world champion, against Jyhan Artut. First time we've seen one of the German players in action here at the German Darts Masters today. He's got a tough job against Jelle Klaasen. We all know what he's capable of. Dan Dawson in the commentary box alongside Mike Lawrence for this your penultimate game of the afternoon session. And Mike, we've seen some decent performances, particularly you were commentating on Michael Smith. He's probably been the pick of the action so far this afternoon. Klaasen certainly has the capability to produce something similar.
Yes, Michael Smith looking in very good form indeed earlier on this afternoon, beating Michael Mansell 6-2. And Jelle Klaasen looking to follow on from a good 2013, making his way back towards the world's top 32. We've seen him in the first two European Tour events of the year. He reached the semi-final in Hildesheim at the start of the year, where he lost to Justin Pipe, narrowly edged out 6-5. Not so much like at the Dutch Masters in Veldhoven, going down 6-5 in the first round to Terry Jenkins. And the host nation qualifier, of which there are 4, has won the nearest the ball, and it is Jyhan Artut then to start this best of 11 encounter with a prize of a place against 100. Michael van Gerwen in the round 2 match tomorrow, awaiting the winner of this one.
Yeah, call that a prize if you want. Seems a pretty daunting prospect to me.
Yes, the 4 local qualifiers bound to get plenty of support from the crowd here. Jyhan Artut from Hanover. We saw him in Veldhoven. Went out in the first round to Richie Burnett in the Dutch Masters.
60.
And Klaasen worrying that treble bed. Fantastic work from Jelle Klaasen. Good as a maximum.
Yes, fantastic work on the treble 19 to leave him on a potential 11 darter then. Treble 10.
And he gone for treble 14 for double 10. In the end,
26.
Well, he left himself double 18, but he will be back. Artut on 187. So Jelle Klaasen for a 13 darter. Oh, tricky switch to the 9s. Good job he missed outside. Missing outside again. And that's 4 missed darts from Jelle Klaasen. Jyhan Artut has got a chance to nick this leg. He's going to get 2 darts himself. Double 14 he wants.
74.
Well, early double trouble from both players here. Double 2.
14.
So Artut then for double 7. Well outside, can he sneak it in? He can with the second dart.
Well, Jelle Klaasen was on for an 11 darter in that leg. And he ended up losing it to Jyhan Artut because he missed chance after chance.
134.
He's having absolutely no problems on the trebles, is Klaasen.
$140. $81.
Here's the 2006 Lakeside World Champion Klaasen. We saw him reach the third round of the UK Open in Minehead
57.
a month or so ago. Went down narrowly 9-8 to Andy Hamilton there.
140.
Well, once again, after 9 darts, Jelle Klaasen's on a finish.
96. Yellow 146.
His scoring is fantastic at the minute.
135.
If anything, that was a little bit too good, Jelle.
Yes, leaving himself on 11.
150.
He will have time, but pressure put on the shot by Artut. This is awkward. Double 4.
Charge in the second leg.
Well, this time, he takes it out without much bother. A world away from the previous leg. Maybe that's exactly what he needed.
We saw Artut qualify for 5 European Tour events in 2013.
121.
And having played in the World Championships in 2011 and 2012, managed to win his tour card in 2013. Just missed out on qualifying for the World Championships this year at Ali Pali.
59.
And then making a first round exit in the UK Open in Minehead to Alan Derritt.
Well, the treble's just deserting Jelle Klaasen a little bit in this leg. Decent amount of support for Jyhan Artut in the crowd. The
94.
former bar manager giving it up to be a full-time darter now. Good darts from Jyhan. But has I think recently had his first tournament where he just said, look, I didn't have the money to actually make it to it. I've got my sponsors, but it's not easy.
January 143.
Double 16 he wants. Double 8. There it is. And Jyhan Artut takes a 2-1 lead.
140.
Yes, there's a tournament somewhere pretty much every week now on the PDC Tour. And it does cost money in travel and hotels and entry fees for these guys looking to make their mark and make their way up the rankings. As Klaasen hits the 280.
Oh, look at that.
140.
A top 40 from Artut, but look at the first 9 average from Jelle Klaasen. Absolutely hammering the trebles, and the reason that his average is only, say, only 94.5, it's because he's faffed about when trying to finish legs off.
43.
Jyhan was telling me the other night that he feels a bit hard done to. He's been beating seeds and playing all right, but keeps getting tricky draws, particularly in the qualifying for events. He has played Jelle Klaasen twice in qualifying for European Tour events.
60.
Met 3 times, 2 of those in European qualifying, as Klaasen looks at double 14 for a 28 finish and level the match at 2 apiece.
Jelle Klaasen. They play GM to Royfers. Game on.
Well, yeah, 3-0 Klaasen in their 3 previous meetings. Can Artut claim his first win over him? book his place in the next round to face Michael van Gerwen. There's a healthy section of the supporters here at the Maritime Hotel in Berlin who would love him to do so.
59.
And although there may be some disparity among the averages, it's the legs scored, which is level pegging at the moment at 2 apiece as Artut looks to bang in his first 1080 of the match. But not to be.
42.
Yeah, the rest of the German contingent there on the way this evening. Max Hopp, Andre Velger, Marcel Haussotter, a name I've not come across before. He'll be first up this evening, rather, against Kirk Shepherd. This is a good leg of darts from Jyhan Artut. 143 left after 9.
143.
And he's got a bit of time to mop this up, leaving a round ton when he comes back. 300 ahead of Klaasen.
93.
This is first treble of the leg, that is for Jelle Klaasen, for a man who's averaging 120 with his first 9 darts not so long ago. Oh, look at this, Jyhan Artut. 2 darts, 100 finish, 3-2 he leads. And there's a second maximum of the match for Jelle Klaasen. Oh, this can be response in kind from Jyhan Artut. Ouch, good sidestep, that's at the same round either. Oh, can't find the 57, he would have been on the 9 darter. Jyhan Artut still on it. Well, a few boos, a few sighs around the hall.
60.
Well, fantastic stuff from these 2 players. It got the crowd to their feet here at the Maritime Hotel in Berlin. We've seen a great standard to kick off the German Darts Masters weekend on this opening round afternoon. But it's Klaasen first down to a finish. But that was a great knock-off by Artut to put some pressure on this shot. 84 left then.
58.
So to put a little bit of daylight between himself and the Dutchman, Artut wanting 121.
Fantastic work from Jyhan Artut. 121. 25, treble 20, double 18. And it's the German. You can hear what the crowd think of that. For the first time in the match, we have a 2-leg gap between the players.
140.
And could Artut be about to stop the rot against Klaasen and avenge those previous defeats?
58.
Straight into that 57.
95.
Has to settle for the 1 treble, but he's got a healthy lead over Klaasen in this leg. And Artut knows if he can just hold his throw, he'll see out this game relatively comfortably.
And you mentioned Max Hopp earlier, one of the home nation qualifiers. He's an exciting youngster coming through who a lot of people are talking about as someone who could go a long way in the sport in the next few years. He's playing Steve West tonight. One of 8 more first round matches here in Berlin, but a 148 outshot would lift the roof off the place here. Won't happen now.
He needs a treble here, Jyhan, really. Doesn't get it.
59.
Doesn't get it.
54.
Now, Jelle. He's not going to take this out, but if he can set it up, there's pressure on Jyhan to take out 89. And well, the wheels might be coming off a little for Jelle Klaasen here. 70 left. He should get at least a dart at the bull. He went for the treble for double 5, but he's going to have to settle for the bullseye. And It's a long way off from the Hanover man. Jelle Klaasen, 54 left. Just checking that. He is going to get a dart at double top for 114 checkouts, and there it is! And he breaks straight back. And it was a 10 plus checkout that did for him in the previous leg as Artut took that out.
That was a big leg, you sense.
96.
It would have put Artut one leg away from victory. Klaasen had to take out that big outshot, and he did it in some style.
135. $134.
Again, it's exciting to watch, being played at a great pace. And some big scores coming in as well.
Fantastic work from Jelle Klaasen. That's the second time he's filled up the treble 19 bed with all 3 darts.
So Klaasen wanting a ton, wanting the double 16 there. We've seen a 156 taken out this afternoon by Jarkko Komula. Can Artut take out a 167? He wants the bullseye.
Oh my word, well it was closer than his last one. But it wasn't that close, and Jelle Klaasen's looking at double 16. He's missed his first 2 darts, needs to hit it with his last one. Misses, and Jyhan Artut looks to re-establish that 2-leg lead. And he's going straight at this double 15 and finds it with his second dart, and listen to the crowd here in Berlin. Their man is 1 leg away from the second round here. He's 1 leg away from a win against the former world champion.
And he's throwing first here for the match. And kicks off with 2 treble 20s. Can he fill it up? He can.
190.
That's the way to do it, but back bounces Klaasen with a 1-2-1.
121.
Well, there have been times in this match when Jelle Klaasen has just been hitting the trebles for absolute fun. He was averaging 120 plus with his first 9 darts in the early stages of this one. It's his doubles that have let him down. They let him down at the start of the match. They let him down in that previous leg. And Jyhan Artut has just gone about his business. And look at that. Twice as good on the doubles for the German. That's proved to be the difference so far. And after 9 darts, he's on 180 here.
58.
And this may be the final moments of Jelle Klaasen's weekend.
Well, Andy Smith and Joe Murnan are waiting in the wings for the final first round match of the afternoon session, and they'll need to go some to beat this for entertainment and for quality, it has to be said.
96. 120.
So Shanghai for Jyhan Artut for a 6-3 victory against the former world champ Jelle Klaasen. Well, he can only set it up now.
60. $130.
Klaasen, 1 treble will buy him a shot at the bullseye. So it's going to be bullseye for Jelle Klaasen.
105.
That would have been a breaker throw that he needed. But Jyhan Artut should get 2 match darts here. Stays where he is, believes he can get round the side of that. Is that a good marker for him? He is through! Double top for Jyhan Artut. Secures a 6-3 win over Jelle Klaasen. The former world champion is out. He joins Raymond van Barneveld, another Dutch former world champion, in crashing out of the German Darts Masters.
Na, das geht sehr gut los. Der erste Deutsche in der zweiten Runde. Wieder in Berlin.
It's a big win for the man from Hanover. He's through and faces none other than the reigning world champion Michael van Gerwen. in the second round. Stay with us, we'll have Joe Murnan and Andy Smith, the pie man, to round off the afternoon session. But here's your winner, Jyhan Artut, talking to MC Amar Polka.
Gratuliere dir. Ich hatte so irgendwie in Erinnerung dieses Match von Hildesheim gegen Andy Hamilton, nachdem du selber sehr frustriert warst, weil gar nichts lief. Ich glaube, ein ganz wichtiger Sieg für dich jetzt hier gegen Jelle Klaasen auf so einer Bühne vor diesen Zuschauern hier in Berlin.
Auf jeden Fall. Also Jelle war auf Score echt stark und hat auch ein bisschen was liegen lassen, aber da muss man halt dranbleiben und ein bisschen nervös war er auch, das habe ich gesehen.
Woran erkennt man das?
Indem er weit an den Doppel vorbei wirft, aber auf Score war er da einfach phänomenal und das Spiel war gar nicht so schlecht, glaube ich. Zwischendurch haben wir ein paar schwache Momente gehabt, aber wenn wir beide trotzdem noch über 90 waren, waren zwischendurch echt gute Teile dabei, denke ich mal.
Absolut. Ja, da dürft ihr ruhig mal klatschen, finde ich. Jyhan, die nächste Aufgabe ist interessant, da könnte es noch ein bisschen schwerer werden. Michael van Gerven wartet. Ist es schwer, in so ein Match reinzugehen und trotzdem den Glauben aufrechtzuerhalten, ich kann das Ding gewinnen? Gegen diesen Michael van Gerven, der irgendwie die ganz großen Hallen rockt?
Also toll ist, ich habe jetzt seit 2 Jahren gegen Michael nicht mehr gespielt. Er liegt aber mit 2-0 hinten immer noch. Und er wartet seit 2 Jahren auf dieses Spiel gegen mich, damit er endlich mal gegen mich gewinnen kann. Und ich hoffe, die ganze Halle unterstützt mich morgen, dass das nicht passieren wird.
Darauf freuen wir uns. Jyhan Artut. Michael van Gerven wartet seit 2 Jahren auf die Revanche gegen Jyhan Artut.